Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is definitely a message for twin flames. The keepers of the flame. You're the keepers of the flame. This is your mission, should you choose to accept it. Do you choose to accept it? The video that I have on my, highlighted video when you click on my channel, something about asking twin flames, are you in or are you out? For those of you that said, I'm in, there's no other way, really. This is my path. Right now, it's like, all right, we got work to do. Let's go. The purpose of twin flame, the understanding of the light, the what the flame actually is inside of you, what that medicine. You hold knowledge embedded in your physical body. You are the keepers of that knowledge. You're the carriers of it. You signed a contract. You have a covenant with God, 111 on my recording, to carry that with you and transmit it when the time is right. It's almost like having buried treasure. Now's the time. You have something really important to do, to say, to be. Because not everybody holds this wisdom. I'm just seeing like this vial of sacred liquid, fluid. It's in your spinal cord. Everyone has that, but there's something, it's specific to you, your type of energy, your signature energy that's encoded in this vial of knowledge that you have stored inside of you, probably in your DNA. There's gold in your cells. I was channeling that not long ago. You've chipped away at a layer of what has been I see this buried treasure. It's under the surface. There are layers and layers and layers of sediment over top of it. We've been peeling away those layers of programming, density, humanness. Seeing how you could exfoliate your skin and get down past the layers of detritus and dead skin and stuff, and then you get to this this ripe, fresh, new skin. The knowledge, that vial, is very close to the surface. 345 on my recording. We're getting ready to. It's like we're getting our body, we're getting our system ready to transmit that information. That encoded knowledge out through our light body. And I just heard there's no turning back. There's some of you that are like, this chick is crazy. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. All I want to know is about my person, my twin flame, when am I going to have my relationship, and blah, blah, blah. You have a different mission. Those of you who are agreeing with that, you have a little bit of a different mission. But there's a layer that's sitting there over top of you that we still got to chip away at. We still got to chip away at it. Chippewa. I just heard Chippewa. Chippewa. It's in your earth. It's in your body. There's something, you're a little bit disassociated from the knowledge of you, seeing you. You are appropriately using a mirror, seeing a mirror, the mirror of you in another person. But I don't know that you've recognized that this is about you. This is the knowledge, like your awareness of them, you being focused on them, is a disassociation from what they represent inside you. You're separate from your power in a certain way. So we have to work on that first. For others of you, no turning back. Again, I'm seeing the Keepers of the Flame. I had that written down. Kali is in my awareness. So working with Kali and Isis. There's something else I had written down. There's something in the liver, clearing through something in the liver. Oh, that's funny. So that you can get out of survival mode, so that you can be a liver, someone who lives. But I just heard detritus is sitting in that area. To liver cleanse or something like that, or I go do acupuncture every single week, and we put in liver points a lot of the time. There's something that needs to be purged. There's a certain level of power that's coming online. For some of you, it comes from mushrooms. There's something about mushrooms that we need to be putting in our bodies. Phosphorus. I don't know where phosphorus is coming from. Something that emanates from the trees. You're going through this like power up stage, this glow up stage. I did a video not long ago for the Divine Feminine about she's about to glow up. That you maybe want to go back and watch. I'm going to need to go back and watch it too, actually, because there's something in it that I'm not remembering that's adding to this puzzle. But I just need to come on here. Oh, and tell you that you have secrets hidden in your body that are trying to communicate with you right now. So anchoring yourself in your human body, accepting where you are. It's like you're going through this phase right now of accepting your mission, should you choose to accept it. And you are in this place of acceptance, accepting as your consciousness settled down into your human body. It's a very disorienting process because it is such a dense state. There is an aspect of you that has come back into a certain level of consciousness that's aware of how magical it is to emit this level of understanding and light and knowing, and use this vessel to get to spread it around. It's like, oh, that's cool. I can spread it around in a very tangible way. Instead of just being this state of consciousness, just floating around and waiting for certain people to tune in and blah, blah, blah. You sink down into this human body, and it's like this fun process of having a vessel now to spread the good word. You're in this state of acceptance, accepting this form. Yes, it feels a little bit denser, but we can not succumb, but maybe succumb to it, override that. We can bring that back up again, there are processes for renewing renewable energy sources, like in our chakra systems and stuff like that. Work that we can do on ourselves to constantly bring ourselves back into a higher state of vibration, like taking care of this human body, just like we should be taking care of the earth as a macrocosm of this microcosmic earth. But the more that we take care of our human body, the more we come back into that state of consciousness. And it's, for your higher self, it's this fun game. It's so frustrating for me as a human, but the way they're showing it to me, it's like my higher self was just like so giddy about, I love that she understands, she gets it, she's understanding how to take care of her body. And the fun game that it is, that there are some times where we come into this denser state. But that's fun for your higher self too. Because it's like, ooh, now we get to start the process of coming back up again, and how fun that feels and how much better that feels. And you don't get to feel how good something is until you feel how bad and dense it is. And even just the range of those emotions and those feelings and the fluctuations of all of that, the differences in the vibration, your higher self is like, wee, this is so fun. Because it gets to experience the understanding of all of these different states of consciousness. It's like this remembrance, this process of remembering, coming back into this state of consciousness. Every time this human Karen merges back in with the higher self Karen, the higher self is like, oh, you did it! Yay, wasn't that fun? Let's go do it again. It's like this roller coaster. This emotional roller coaster, this, I just see this like chakra roller coaster. So, the knowledge coming into an understanding of higher consciousness. How do I tune into that? How did I get back into that again? On the twin flame train. That's how I came into this spiritual path. And I have other people access higher consciousness and like altered states of reality and different dimensions and quantum understandings and blah, blah, blah. Not all of them resonate with twin flame. Not all of them started their journey out or were activated or, started their spiritual journey because of twin flame. But they still get to the same place. Why did we take the twin flame train? There's a reason, and it's becoming more and more clear to me. That flame, the understanding of that flame, the balance of masculine and feminine energy, the merge of sacred sexual kundalini movement and the balance of human nature as prescribed by a cosmic source of integration is the word I hear. The journey and process of coming together is what is very exciting and activating. And if you just imagine dating when you're first meeting someone and like the build of the connection together and like how much more exciting it gets and things like that. That's part of the process and the build of energy. You're meant to understand the build of Kundalini energy. The build of the journey itself. The quest for more knowledge. Like this experiential, where you go through the experience of the search for truth. At some point, it's like you'll reach this apex, this download of this understanding. I'm seeing Archangel Uriel, who has been coming through to give me these aha moments, these realizations. there is this moment, this access to something more, this visceral understanding, this mind, body, spirit, activating the body to that knowledge, that you'll look back on the journey and be like, oh, this is what all the struggle was for. This understanding, this is what the path, that trudging through the mud, this peeling away, this healing, like I've been telling my therapist, like I just want to get to that relief, that aha moment, that just like this sense of relief, this like pressure valve release. It's like, that's what I've been pushing for, Like, how long is it going to take to do this? I've been so impatient, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, I'm literally seeing it right now. This understanding of what it was all about. I don't know that in my human brain I totally understand it, but as the information comes through, it's like, oh, it helps me to detach from the human brain, the way that it tries to apply human understanding and experience and everyday struggles and money and like, this person said this to me and, you know, this guy hurt my feelings and stuff like that. It is this rise above, view from above, this the hawk spirit really in me that's transmitting this information that I've like surrendered to and accepted. It's like literally just coming through as I speak. I've had this resistance to twin flame since the beginning of my channel. It's kind of gone down and down and down, and I've resisted. It's like I've been purging, like that doesn't align with me anymore, and that belief doesn't align with me anymore, and the way that they describe twin flame over here doesn't align with me anymore. And now it's been this slow crescendo. I've had to sit very still in what the resistance was to that, what the purpose was of that in the first place, like why come onto that train, and now coming into a place of acceptance. So that's where we're sitting right now. It's accepting your role as a twin flame, what that means as a light worker, what that means for your role in this human form, like what that means for Karen right here. My name means pure, by the way. I just looked that up the other day. Again, like I'd seen that a long time ago, but for some reason I had to look it up and show it to someone. Like, you know, Karen, that name that everybody makes fun of, it means pure. Like coming into like accepting Karen, she's been seeking acceptance outside of herself and other people, validation for a very long time. We are sitting in this place of acceptance. So whatever it is that you need to accept about yourself, where you are on your path, where you would like to go, that's where we are. You are the keepers of the flame. Some flames are burning brighter than others right now. Some are in the process of burning through eons of human density and programs. I hear the word sludge, energetic sludge, to emerge purified. Massive, like, phoenix energy here. I'm seeing regeneration, rebirth. There are some messages that are messages that I had channeled today and a couple days ago about this purging process and creating new life, creating new earth, and the earth literally recreating itself, and natural disasters and things that come through in order to, fires burn down entire forests, and there is a purpose to it when it, comes from lightning or something like that. It is a natural regeneration process. We are going through that right now too, and it feels to me like we are in the process of having a lot of things that are being purged from our lives, purged from our awareness, like burned through. The holy fire is burning off whatever is not aligned with this next phase of your, it has to support new growth. And we have to be in a place of acceptance in releasing those things and knowing that everything that I believed before got me to this point, whether those things are still aligned with me, a belief system that serves me anymore. It did for a while, but now I'm not so sure anymore. Accepting that doesn't mean that it was right or wrong. It means it was aligned and now it is not, and got me to this point. And even people in your lives and relationships and the home that you live in or your things. I've been in this process of going through and purging stuff from my house. It's this, we're being prepared for this regeneration process, and we're in the middle of the burn. Again, it's coming from inside the house, though. There's this flame that is rising in you, and the heat of that, the fire of that, is burning off old constructs, is what I hear. Old constructs. And so we have to stop resisting the release of that, the release of whatever that is burning off. If you had an idea of who your partner was, or, who you were supposed to be riding this train with, this journey with, we have to get to a place of surrender where it's like this or something better. My human mind can't possibly comprehend what's in store for me on this journey. And I don't want to overload my brain trying to understand the depth of that sacred knowledge. I surrender to that, and I accept whatever it is that's being aligned to bring me into a state of a higher power, empowered in a way that allows me to live. This life. Not just survive this life. There's this 2323 on my recording. There is an understanding of your higher purpose and your mission coming online right now, should you choose to accept it. And again, you get to choose to accept it. For those of you choosing to accept it, there's a lot more to come. Okay? Cosmic balancing. Let's see. Libra. This Libra season. That's what this is. This Libra season. We just had an eclipse the other day. There's a lot of information coming through right now. The fall of, this is in reverse here, the fall of the patriarchy. And it's like the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, Christ, is raining down and saying, enough. There is this united front. She is tipping the scales. She is bringing the scales into balance and declaring I just started War on the Patriarchy. The distorted masculine. It feels like the Divine Mother, who is like yelling at her son. I didn't raise you that way. It's not always going to be easy, but it should be aligned with integrity. You get back into your integrity. She's telling him to be a man in a way that is aligned with balance. Being a man means not exerting force or embodying his own feminine energy too. There is a balance of masculine and feminine energy sitting right here in this card, sitting right here in this room, in this light. It's just being birthed. It's just cresting the surface. You're just getting ready to see the sprout coming from. I'm seeing it from one of my decks. I just have to show you this card real quick. I don't know which one it is. It's the Regeneration card, and I'm pretty sure it's in this Wisdom of the Oracle. Every card that I go by, I'm getting a message. Hang on, sorry. Some of you are between worlds right now, getting ready to step in, should you choose to accept it. The masculine is between worlds, I'm just going to say that right now. But the masculine is in you. Oh, there it is. It was the very last card, this Regeneration. That's what I see. It's a number 46 card too, so it breaks down to a number 10. 1010 is coming up. That's going to be an important date. Look at all that light. Look at all the light. All those codes raining down. This is where we are right now. Can you accept the desecration, it's like the burn, and you surrender to it? Seeing like past lives where people were burned at the stake. And it's almost like this surrender, knowing that we were going to come back in this time period with the knowledge. And I'm seeing like the Cathars, with the knowledge of, you can't burn my soul though. Burn this human body. I'm just going to come back again with even more wisdom. Having learned how to overcome, if you tried to do that to me again, it would be this like, nope, can't trick me again. No matter how many times you burn me, I'm going to keep coming back. Might as well stop trying. But either way, like, you're coming back stronger than ever. The knowledge of this time period where you're coming back stronger than ever, there's knowledge from past lives, 11:55 on my clock. It's embedded in, I just heard your soul, but in your physical body. There's knowledge of how to come back strong, how to regain your strength in a sacred, soft force of nature kind of way. Patience and temperance, just knowing that's how we win. Nothing's gonna rock me. That's what I feel, is this sturdy, like a tree. That's what I got for you. That was fun. Later.